Hey everybody, this is Obi-Wan Pez for Simplex Pachinko. That was, strange. It's been doing that lately, just for whatever reason deciding that, it doesn't want to play, so. I suppose OPS. I have a feeling this is something to do with, uh, yeah, I don't even know. I imagine this has something to do with Linux and something in the background, and just decided that it didn't want to work today, so that's fine. Okay. So actually, no, no. Right, we can do this. This is fine. All right, we are playing in open
The
tonight.
system needs you to stand up. There are conflicts all over the system that need soldiers. Earned in blood and paid for in...
Because
We done here,
there's a
soldier.
war on. So if anybody is interested in participating in the war, I am in LHS 1442. We are fighting for Boot Brigade. And hopefully, nice. Hopefully everybody will have a good time here. So we're going to do one round of every single place that we've been. Should take us about 2 hours, and then maybe after that we'll do something else. But for right now, we are going to completely destroy our reputation with Pecum Public Group and fight for Boop. So, Kotzebinski Horticultural first.
Confirmed.
I last night took out a new loadout, and instead of doing my boom loadout, which is a laser submachine gun followed by a rocket launcher, I decided to go for the slightly more pragmatic, fairly useful laser SMG followed by kinetic SMG, and so we had some good kills last night. It was pretty good.
Welcome aboard, soldier.
And while we're sitting and listening to these sounds of Elite Dangerous takeoff and landing and all that, I also do want to I do eventually want to get my control pad to actually accept input, because I am finally giving up.
Frameshift drive charging.
Finally giving up on the idea that I might have a
3, 2, 1, engage.
that I might have a working HOTAS. So, unfortunately, let's turn down the audio, because wow, that was loud. Optimize for. No, we're just going to do normal. And voice and sound effects up a little bit, music down a little bit. All right. Don't think I have Dolby. It's too bad. Okay. So this is going to send everything into a frenzy, because it's going to be like, holy shit, you just plugged in a controller. Why would you do that? Okay, so ship controls. Let's make sure that everything is at least sort of the same. Flight thrust, left, right, OU, thrust up, down, Y, I. Yes, cool. So nothing actually changed when I plugged in the control pad. Excellent. SRV controls. left and right. We're going to confirm here. Roll. Pitch up and down. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this, and we're going to say that we want our steering to be our left stick. We want pitch to be right stick. Vertical thrusters, oh, right. A, but also space. And we want the, okay, roll axis can be right stick as well. Steering is left. And Loims, how's it going? It's pretty close. It's about as close as I could get it. And that was we did I was trying so hard to get some of the other games to like match it really well. And like I played EVE Online for a while and I just couldn't get it. I was like, all right, whatever. And yeah, Elite, like I was really surprised when it came through and it actually kind of looked like me. Throttle. There we go. I think that's fine. We'll go with full increment and see what happens here, because I have no idea. All right, we better get back, because shit. Oh, okay. We're in the ground. Whoops. I think I might have stayed inside a little too long. So you can set it to be either. I'm actually playing in open tonight, which is not something I normally do. But alright, AI, keep doing your thing. Yeah, normally I don't play in open. If you're on stream, in case you know, in case you're on stream, sometimes like people will come in and intentionally spoil your good time. We're going to be running around to all these different conflict zones, so like I'm not staying in one place. It's going to be fine. Yeah. And I'm taking shuttles, so like if somebody actually were to find my shuttle, take it out of warp, and then kill me, like I'm just going back to the station. It's fine.
Always good to have another gun on the battlefield. We have enemies to put down. We're on final approach. Lock and load.
Warning. Extremely low temperature detected.
Go, go, go!
Oh no, not this. Please tell me. Okay. they're moving. I was worried. Cool.
Reinforcements
Oh
are
my
ready
god,
to
this
deploy.
guy.
Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Bravo is being contested by the enemy.
A pointer like in computer science?
Shots are being exchanged at Alpha. Enemy command is calling backup.
I wouldn't be the best person for it, but
Reinforcements inbound. The enemy has taken Alpha.
the basic idea is that you've
Foxtrot
basically
down.
got a
Echo has lit up.
label so that like your variable, whatever it is kind of
Now online.
like fairly literally,
Are coming in hot.
it has an input and an output, and you're showing like where it's going from and to specific where in your memory your data is. Yeah.
We claimed Bravo.
No. No. It is non-existent.
Alpha is now
I have
online.
had so many memory problems, it's ridiculous.
Enemy forces inbound. Delta has been captured.
Okay, well he's dead.
Bravo is online. There's a firefight in progress at Echo.
Damn.
Reinforcements inbound.
There we go.
There's a
Oh, hi.
firefight in progress at Echo.
That worked. I didn't take data structures. No, no, no.
Reinforcements are touching down.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Enemy command is calling backup.
Damn it.
Talk up Echo for us.
Ooh.
The enemy is falling back. Keep the pressure up. Alpha point secured. Delta is now online.
Now, the only computer science class that I had to take was C,
Enemy forces inbound. We've claimed Bravo.
basic C.
Reinforcements inbound. Echo has lit up.
Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Do. I mean, not my program.
Reinforcements are touching down.
And I mean, that was 20 years ago, so.
Enemy command is calling backup. Talk up Echo for us. Delta has been captured. We're gaining the upper hand. Charlie has come online. Bravo
That guy's a striker. So he's got a shotgun. I do not want him to get close. Ah.
Enemy support has arrived. The enemy has captured Bravo. Foxtrot is ours.
Nah.
Delta is now online.
Now I will say this is not a
Reinforcements are touching down.
this is not a like particularly difficult conflict zone. So I could probably win this one basically single-handed, but
Charlie was secured.
ooh.
Echo
Oi.
has lit up.
Well,
Reinforcements have arrived. Enemy support has arrived.
nope. Damn it. Ah.
Delta has been captured.
There we go. Whoop.
Bravo is online. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
The enemy took Echo.
Damn.
Enemy command is calling backup. Alpha is now online. We've got the advantage. Keep going.
So a lot of times when you're playing Elite, you got to make sure you're staying in cover, because
We claim Bravo.
yeah, I don't do that. Tend to end up dying a lot. There we go.
Echo has lit up.
Somebody switch on their light. Imagine using a light. I mean, there's just objects that are in the way, and so you can have cover or you cannot.
Reinforcements inbound.
I'm also intentionally leaving my flashlight off. I think that also kind of inhibits the NPCs from seeing me, but like it could be a fun time.
Inbound. Alpha point secured.
Nope, nope, come on. There we go. Yep.
Extremely low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized.
Foxtrot signal is online.
Out.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Ah, crap.
Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Talk up Echo for us.
Well, that's not good.
Delta is now online.
Okay, they got him. Just wait for your friendlies to get it, it's fine.
Touching down.
Nope, they got him.
Enemy command is calling backup.
engaging. Whew. Ah. Foxtrot. Alright, we're going back over here in a minute.
Shelter has been captured. The enemy reinforcements are depleted. Put the
Yes.
last targets down.
Alright, so now we just have to prevent them from...
Charlie has come online.
No, you don't.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Ow. Yeah, most of my, or these two guns anyway, also have what's called stowed reloading. So if you put them away, ouch, if you put them away, they will automatically reload themselves after like, I don't know, 5 seconds or something like that.
There's only one enemy left. Eliminate them.
Hi.
Enemy force eliminated. That's a solid victory. You can cash in your bonds at our port.
Patrolling area.
Capstone. I mean, like, I would certainly expect that you would have a separate discrete class, but yeah, I guess it makes, I mean, depending on your program, it can make sense. Right, so now we're going to take a trip back to base and then activate the next one. We're going to stack up all the rewards and see how long, how much money we get at the very end of this. What class is elite code? I really hope that did not just... No, okay. Oh, no, 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 I want that one. Next fire group. Give me that one. Or next. No. I think we just went through the planet again. Yep. Woohoo! Alright, note to self. Oh no. 23 kilometers. Please tell me we're not going to go just... Yeah, it's close enough. We're just going to boost the entire way. Now my ship can go 500 meters per second, so like this would not be that long. But also my ship, I'd feel pretty bad if I ended up crashing into a planet, so. Did you request docking? I notice you're not answering me. Okay, there we go. ATC gets a little pissed off when you try to just go into their area. So when you're in open, there's always the chance that other players are going to be on. So in theory, we could. They're just going to act more non-algorithmically.
I need soldiers who are ready to join the fight, soldier.
Alright, enlist. Battle number 2 with Boop, Lawrence's farm. This one's going to be a low intensity, so we're going to just absolutely murder them. So this is going to make me look really good. I'm not that good. So, the ones that I'm doing tonight are specifically in relation to the war that Boop Brigade is fighting with, the hell is it? Yeah, Pekum Public Group. Both groups have influence levels. Here we go. So both things have influence levels. You can see just under economy, security, reputation, influence, and you'll notice that the influence rating on Pekum and Boop is both 31.2%. And so whenever two factions end up aligning, they go into conflict with each other, and that's anywhere on the entire list. So you could have a 0.1% influence and match up with another team, and now you have to fight. But it's not always battles. So the conflicts can be resolved by election. They can be resolved by fighting. They can be resolved by... I think that's it. It's kind of like there's a fighting group and there's an election group. But you can support the fight on your side in whatever way you feel like. So tonight I'm just going to be mostly doing on-foot missions. We might, if it doesn't take terribly long, we might be able to... No, I'm in my Mamba. Never mind. So I'm in a really fast ship, but it's not a good fighter. So in theory, we could take the Mamba and go to a conflict zone. But the high-intensity conflict zone that we see right behind the planet here, I would be murdered, like, instantly. If there's a low-intensity one, maybe we'll go for it. But if I actually went into the mission bulletin board, it would not have only fighting missions. There would be all sorts of stuff that you could do. Not really. I mean, most people honestly should take a statistics class no matter what. But that's not required for every major, so... Yeah. Like, I wish I knew it better. At the same time, that would probably take me teaching it. And I don't want to prep. I don't want to do a prep for it. Alright, here we go.
Ready up, soldier.
Always good to have another gun on the battlefield. We have enemies to put down. Warning. Extremely low temperature detected.
Everybody out.
Sneak up behind these guys. We'll come over here. And then we shoot them in the back.
Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Reinforcements are touching down.
There we go. Always my favorite.
Enemy command has called in backup. Delta has been captured. Reinforcements have arrived. Alpha is now online.
That was terrible. Yeah, we'll go grab that. Oh, I missed. No! There we go. Crap. Oh.
Enemy forces in.
I mean, it was silly, really. I shouldn't have been.
Bravo. Foxtrot signal is online. Reinforcements are touching down. Charlie was secured.
Okay.
Bravo is online.
I mean...
Enemy support
Alright, so the way this works, every time you get a kill, I think it's 5 points, and every time you capture a point, it's 50. So, here they come.
Alpha point secured. Enemy command has called in backup. Extremely low temperature detected. Plane Bravo. Charlie has come online. Reinforcements have arrived. Delta is now online. Foxtrot is seeing combat. Get some guns over there.
Okay, somebody get over here because I need power. Thank you. %. It's fine.
Reinforcements are ready to deploy.
Alright.
Foxtrot is ours. Enemy forces inbound.
Like I said, this is going to make me look really good.
Delta has been captured. Bravo is online. Alpha is now online. Reinforcements have arrived. Charlie was secured. Keep it up. The enemy can't handle us right now.
Most of the time you can also not go on these like lone gunman missions and just rush everybody. It doesn't work.
Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot.
Come on. When in doubt, point blank. Crap.
Enemy has captured
Ah,
Bravo.
crap. We let him go for too long. Ah, well.
Reinforcements are touching down. Echo has lit up. Alpha point secured. Delta is now online. Enemy command has called in backup. Reinforcements inbound. Foxtrot is ours.
Come on.
Alpha is now online.
Missed him.
Delta has been captured. Enemy support has arrived. Foxtrot signal is online. Reinforcements have arrived. There's a firefight in progress at Echo. There's a firefight in progress at Echo.
Ooh. Okay, that works too.
Enemy forces inbound. Foxtrot is ours. Reinforcements inbound.
Try this for size.
Delta is now online. The enemy took Echo. Extremely low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized environment. Bravo is online. Alpha point secured.
Ooh.
Charlie has come online. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot.
Oh, right in the middle.
Delta has
Oh,
been
no, okay.
captured.
They are actually dropping to the correct point.
Echo has lit up. Enemy support has arrived.
That's good.
Reinforcements have arrived. There's a firefight in progress at Echo.
It was a very small firefight.
Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Chalk up Echo for us. Alpha, only a few more enemies left. Wipe them out.
Alright, so we go down
Reinforcements
here.
inbound. Foxtrot signal is online.
Wow. No. It's just all over the place.
Reinforcements are touching down. Suit recharging. Suit fully charged. One enemy remaining. Hunt them down.
I mean, it's not even worth it for me to try, but...
No more enemies are left. Looks like the day is ours. Collect your reward back at
Alright,
base.
that netted me 3,000, so... totally worth it.
Extraction request sent.
So yeah, this is the one I created last night. So the Dominator suit is the big one that ends up like being your heavy-duty combat suit. Yep. So you can buy them at different grades. I can't remember if I bought this one. I think I must have bought this one at 3 with the combat movement speed. So it was probably about 11.5 million. The other one I have, Boom, uses the damage resistance suit. So I like that one. But I decided that I was going to go for fast. So here we got combat movement. The TK Eclipse and the Karma C44 both have stowed reloading. So basically, again, you put it away for 5 seconds and it automatically reloads itself. Yeah, 3,000 is nothing, but when you're first starting out in doing foot combat, like, it helps a lot because you're not gonna buy the insanely expensive suit. You're gonna buy the really cheap grade 1 suit, which is, maybe like 30,000 or something like that. So you go to a few of these conflict zones with a new character, and you'll walk away from your first few fights in a low intensity zone, probably bruised, but much richer than you went in. The other thing to do is exobiology. So I don't really do all that much, but if you fly around from place to place and scan the systems and then scan the individual planets with scanning probes, you can find exobiology like organisms that you can scan, and you have to hit 3, and they have to be genetically diverse enough. So you have to like get in your ship, go a couple hundred meters, and then find another one. Maybe a few kilometers. I don't know what the actual distance is, but I've been having problems with mine just because they don't actually load in until you're like pretty much right on top of it. But that was also, I think, my older computer especially. The new one, I don't know that I haven't done much flying just in general, just because my stick doesn't work. I mean, like, how dare they not use Windows plug-and-play USB drivers, right, on Linux? And for whatever reason, like, this 20-year-old stick just isn't going to work anymore. I'm like, alright. Okay, so that was Lorentz. We're going to J Agricultural Biome. It's another low. And the other thing that the low intensity zones are really good for is figuring out where all your cover is and trying to like do the crazy stuff like I was doing here, where if you were actually physically there, you might be able to do the insane move of basically like leaping hands first at a railing, twisting yourself around, grabbing it, and then thrusting yourself back underneath it. So try to picture yourself doing that, in low grav. And although you can't actually do it in Elite, you can take your thruster and boost yourself around a drop like that. So it gets a little interesting. No, I wish. Well, one of my friends was saying that you could download the Steam Deck OS, or the Steam OS, onto a Linux drive, I think, or like a Linux formatted system. I'm using Ubuntu, so there are better ones, probably for just gaming in general. I think somebody said Mint was really good, but like I don't know. I also don't want to like mess with it too much right now because I've got it in a good place. I feel like if I tried to reinstall another distro, that it would break something that I just don't want to break. But that's also probably just me. Ah, yes, and just as a reminder, this is a one-to-one copy of our... Oops, wrong one. This is a one-to-one copy of our galaxy. Right now, we are located here at LHS 1442, which is a real star system. The license that they took was what the actual stuff is in the system, because again, we haven't done all this. We've done some exobiology, but as they start updating actual exobiology or exoplanet catalogs, this stuff gets updated too. So the all this real world stuff gets put into the game when it's found out to be real. That was one of the legacies of Dr. K. Ross, who was one of the astrophysicists who started working at Frontier, I don't know, something like 10 years ago, and then just recently decided to leave to go off to do some other project. She's absolutely brilliant, and I love listening to all of her talks about astrophysics. She also was in the Elite Dangerous RPG alongside Brother Sabathius and Psyche and Psychit. Oh no, wait, nope, not Psychit. I'm sorry. Brother Sabathius, Psyche, and Taco Trash Can. And Astakon was the GM for it. It was a brilliant project that Frontier, built an RPG system around Elite Dangerous and then invited content creators from Europe to, wow, okay. Taco Trash Can's actually from US, but for the most part, European creators whom they knew and were like, do you want to play a game? And they're like, yes.
Ready up, soldier. Extremely low temperature detected. Go, go, go!
Yeah, it is really hard to mess with stuff once you got it set up, and I was also like, I also really screwed up my distro, like, within the first 24 hours, I think it crashed to the point where I needed to reinstall it 3 times in the first 24 hours, so I was like practically on the verge of tears. Like, did I even make the right, did I make a huge mistake doing this? God, lazy. Get moving, guys.
Firefight in progress at Echo.
Nobody? Really?
Charlie was secured.
Come on now.
Delta has been captured. Enemy commanders call in backup. Bravo is online. Chalk up Echo for us. Reinforcements inbound. Alpha is now online.
Oh, wow. That might have been a guy who just walked, but yep, it was. Ah.
Enemy support has arrived. Reinforcements are touching down.
Ah.
The enemy
Lost
has
it.
taken Alpha. Delta is now online. Enemy forces inbound.
Excuse me. Yep, there you go. Where'd he go?
Echo has lit up.
Whoa. Turn you back for 2 seconds.
Support needed at Delta.
Oh, good. Jeez.
Delta has been captured.
Damn it.
Enemy commanders called in backup. Charlie has come online. Reinforcements are ready to deploy.
Three. Okay, cool.
Enemy forces inbound. Chalk off Echo for us. Delta is now online. Reinforcements have arrived. Charlie was secured. We've got the advantage. Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Echo has lit up.
Man, again? Really? You got...
Reinforcements inbound. Delta has been captured. Enemy commanders called in backup. Alpha is now online. Chalk off Echo for us. Shield offline. Charlie has come online. Reinforcements are touching down.
Eh.
Enemy support has arrived. Throwing grenade. Reloading. Enemy engaged at Charlie.
Alright, fair enough. Ah, crap.
The enemy has taken Alpha. Bravo is online. Charlie was secured. Enemy support has arrived. Alpha is now online. We've
Gotta
got
use
the
your
advantage.
environment.
Keep going. Enemy forces inbound.
Alright, the other advantage of this particular location is there's only one way in and one way out. The bad news is it's a really long way to the door. The other thing is sometimes in, I don't think in this one, but sometimes in other settlements, this is pitch black. Like this room, you cannot see anything.
Stay Bravo.
So you just kind of see your, opponent's flashlights come around the wall. Like, aha, I know where you are.
Delta is now online.
Okay.
Reinforcements inbound. Enemy support has arrived.
Sharpshooter.
Alpha point secured. Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Reinforcements have arrived. Bravo is online.
Delta? Ugh. That's fine.
Enemy commanders called in backup.
Just gonna hide deeper in there. Alright. Cool, cool. You're in trouble, though.
Delta has been
Boop.
captured.
Nope.
Only a few more enemies left. Wipe them out. Alpha is now online.
Oh. Oh, no, you don't.
Shots are being exchanged at Alpha. There's only one enemy left. Eliminate them.
Nice.
Enemies are left. Looks like the day is ours. We'll have your payment
Just
when
tagged him with one before he died, so.
Starting patrol.
Alright, we're almost down into unfriendly territory here. I've pissed off the corporation. Which is the only appropriate thing to do with the corporation. Alright, so now I think we're getting into the high conflict zone territory, which means that I am definitely going to die, probably a couple of times here, but they are quick respawns, so you do get to see that. basically you just spawn on the next dropship that's coming in. It could be as high as like 10 kilometers up, and you have to wait until you're 1 kilometer, and then you jump into first-person mode, and then you get dropped down just like the rest of these.
Orbital flight engaged.
And at some point we got to try. Well, at some point I need to go out there and get a few more items for engineering my weapons and armor, as well as engineering my ship a lot more. The stuff I have now is okay, but it's not going to be high performance. This is the other thing about stream sniping, or at least for tonight. There are 21 active conflict zones here. So even if the person knows where I am, yeah, like, okay. You might have clicked the wrong one. Yeah, so the number of conflict zones that exist is basically, like, I don't know what the calculation is as far as which ones will count, which ones won't, but like basically any of your settlements and any of the enemy settlements will be up for grabs. And
Soldiers who are ready for action. This whole system's rife with conflict.
if you win more battles at each individual location, then you end up, or like, you know, getting points or something like that. Then your corporation can take over, or your faction. Your faction can take over operations at that particular location, which for us, that doesn't mean like we get anything beneficial. It's just that there are more places for us to be able to trade stuff in and get missions and get all sorts of other cool stuff. So in theory, we could like we could take control of all of the settlements that whatever this company is. Yeah, Pekum. We could take all of Pekum's settlements and control every single one of them. They would still be there. They would still be able to get missions and all that stuff for working for Pekum. But all of the trading that's done there, split like a certain amount of the trading and stuff like that goes to the faction. The other beneficial thing compared to Eve is like in here you don't have the issue of a like management team that is human. Like your fleet can be, or your squad or whatever it is. what are we? Yeah, our squadron here has a whole bunch of people in charge of it. But yeah, squadron management. The people in charge, we've got Psyche right here, and then a whole bunch of other people. Oh, right, that doesn't work. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. Should have seen that one coming. And then the board. So all of these individual people are like in charge of our squadron, but the squadron itself doesn't technically have any affiliation with the Boop Brigade, like the faction, which is a little wild because FDev asked Psyche, like, what would you want your faction to be named? And it was the Boop Brigade. So they like gave her a faction that exists in the system ZHI. And then she also got she had at that point a squadron affiliated. And so you have now a squadron and a faction. But the faction isn't really affected by, like, us. It's affected by our actions. So it's like NPCs are entirely managing that system. We're just kind of helping it along. So it's a little weird, but it's kind of interesting. Because it's an NPC faction, if they end up getting like completely destroyed and somebody decides that they're going to just absolutely beat us down and knock us back, then we can only get eliminated from all other systems except our home system. So the home system, Boop Brigade will always have a station there, and will always be in charge of one particular station. The other ones, though, like LHS 1442, if we were at the bottom of the list and our influence dropped below 5%, we would enter a faction war in order to stay in the system. So you go into a retreat state, and if you end up retreating, then you're out. Alright. So here's a big one. I think this is the same layout as the other one we were doing earlier. Yes, yeah. This is the same layout as one of the easier ones. Alright, well, there you go.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Lead your target.
Enemy forces inbound.
Oop. What the hell? Oh. God, I'm lagging awful. And that was just a plasma pistol. $6,900 meters. Nice. Yeah, and this is the other thing, is that Elite Dangerous has been around in this form since like 2003 or something like that. Elite Dangerous as a whole has existed since 1984. It was only slightly more than like Asteroids in 1984, but nonetheless. Oh god. Get to Delta. Get to Alpha.
Go, go, go!
You have a green light to engage, Commander. Support needed at Delta. Reinforcements have arrived. Enemy forces inbound. Delta is in enemy hands.
Alright, cool.
Charlie has come online.
Oh god. Yep. That's what happens.
Alpha point secured. Reinforcements inbound.
Oh my god.
Delta is now online. Enemy support has arrived. Support needed at Delta.
Two guys with shotguns. So this is really not the place to jump in and be like, ah! Yeah, when you get into the high conflict zones, you really need to actually have a fire team. And you can see how evenly matched we are now, because I'm not running into some place. Generally speaking. Okay.
We're about to hit the drop zone. Everybody
Hold
out.
K for grenade. Nope.
You're not done yet. Go get yourself some payback.
Yep. Whoa.
Delta has been captured.
There you go.
The enemy is falling back. Keep the pressure up.
Come on. Go.
Echo is lit up.
Ah. Okay.
Enemy has claimed Charlie. Reinforcements have arrived.
What the hell? Oops.
Bravo is online. Enemy command has called in backup.
God. We're actually slightly behind now. This is bad.
Delta is now online.
Oh, screw that. Alright. I hate Delta. It's a kill box.
Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Reinforcements have arrived.
Come on, come on, come on, tag it. Yes.
Enemy support has arrived. Reinforcements are touching down.
I'm out. Nope.
Alpha point secured.
Come on.
Charlie has come online. Reinforcements inbound.
Oh.
Enemy command has called in backup.
There we go. Jeez. We're down a 0 on this.
Enemy support has arrived.
Jeez.
Delta has been captured. We're pushing the enemy back. Don't give them an inch. Reinforcements are touching down. Bravo is online.
Target down.
Enemy has claimed Charlie.
Oh my god.
Delta is now online. Enemy command has called in backup. Reinforcements inbound.
There you go.
Delta has been captured. Enemy support has arrived. Alpha's now online. Reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, I know that there's a health pack right here. Hey.
Enemy has captured Bravo.
I know there's energy packs here.
Charlie has come online. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Enemy reinforcements
Yeah, you'll notice also the bounties on this are 65,000.
Delta is now online.
Terrible idea.
Reinforcements inbound.
Come on, green. Green box, green box. Oh no. Have I made a mistake? That's the wrong place. Jeez. They're all at Delta. Which means it's time to throw a grenade. Or two.
Target neutralized. Delta is in enemy hands. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah. Saw that coming. Jeez. Alright, let's switch to boom.
We're about to hit the drop zone.
So we have damage resistance. We also have a rocket launcher.
You have a green light to engage, Commander.
Boo.
Enemy support has arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Entering pressurized environment.
Oh, come on. Okay, well, that took one of them.
We're about to hit the drop zone. The battle's slipping away. We've got to try harder.
Yeah. No shit.
Go, go, go. You have a green light to engage, Commander. Enemy command has called in backup. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. captured Bravo.
Oi. Alright.
Delta is now online. Enemy command has called in backup. Reinforcements inbound.
Oh, good.
Support needed at Delta.
Damn it.
Support needed at Delta. Reinforcements are touching down. Shields down! Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot.
Wow.
Support needed
Okay.
at Delta.
I just got lucky on that one. God.
Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Delta has been captured.
Nice. Good actual teamwork, guys.
Enemy forces inbound. Echo is lit up.
Where's that go? Shit. Okay. Ceiling, roof, whatever. Alright, there's gonna be a guy coming up here.
Reinforcements are touching down.
Jerk.
Chalk up Echo for us. Enemy support has arrived.
Oh, good.
Bravo is online.
How's Bravo? Hit and run. Oh no!
Reinforcements inbound.
I do not have enough ammo for this.
Enemy command has called in backup.
Commando. It's gonna be rough, but I can take him. Ah, he must have heard me.
Enemy
There we go.
reinforcements are coming in hot. It's Main Bravo. Enemy reinforcements are exhausted. Take out the rest.
Yes.
Echo is lit up.
There we go. Nice. Man, I thought we lost this one. All right.
Reinforcements inbound. There's only one enemy left. Eliminate them.
Oh.
Area
Woo.
secure. All targets down. Great job. Head back to base for your reward.
I'm pretty sure switching to, yeah, switching here probably made all the difference. Going for rockets.
Extraction request set.
I did alright last night with the SMGs, but I don't know. I must have had, you know, closer fire teams. What do we got? Reputation change. Now reduced to unfriendly. So as terrible as that was, we probably netted over 10 million just on that one fight. Probably. Whereas in low, typically you get somewhere around 100,000 to 500,000. And typically with a medium, you'll net somewhere around 3 million. So it'll, maybe more like 2 million. If you lose, you net a lot less, but, you know, you still get something. Though if you do lose, you also hurt your faction's work in that particular area. And also they start hating you. I have been doing some stuff earlier where you could actually sort of cheese the travel system, where if you were at a settlement and then you just quit and started again, or went to the main menu and enter back in, you could actually just respawn in the settlement, and then the conflict zone resets. So FDev decided they didn't want to do that anymore because it was just too quick to have people reload. So you automatically warp back to the station, which was, you know, kind of good, kind of bad. Because again, like if somebody just wanted to spam the exact same fight, then they'd have to at least do half the travel. But then people were also cheesing it that they could then just exit, enter, and then they'd be back at the station automatically. So yep. Yep. So how's everybody doing?
If you're looking for combat experience, this is you ready to put your training to use, soldier?
Alright, that was Jay. No, this was Openko. Tikwa's medium, so we'll go for that one next.
Deployment confirmed. Report to the drop.
And so here, if you go to one of the station tablets, whatever, right, the missions over here, I'll let you select which group you want to work for. So, Boop, naturally, we've got a huge amount of rep for, and we only have 5 missions available at this location. Some of the other Boop people may have taken it, or we just don't have that many. So here we have larceny. So these are 3 covert heists. You gotta take some sort of item from a settlement and then leave. Covert assassination, kill somebody without being caught. And takedown, kill somebody. Just feel free. You can do it basically however you want. Alright, ship's here. Yeah. Alright, so let's switch back to SMGs. Man, I am hurting.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So I played Outer Wilds in 2019, or maybe it was January 2020, but either way, it was January, like pretty soon after it came out, and I played it to 100% on the Xbox in, I don't know, 25 hours, something like that. And then it was the first thing that I streamed here. And then when the DLC came out, I went and played. I tried playing it here, and I got lost for 3 hours trying to figure out what the F to do. I was so confused. And it was just the first puzzle. I was like, this is so sad. Yeah, whenever somebody's playing Outer Wilds, I pretty much always will go and watch them. It's just absolutely amazing. So, it wasn't even the first puzzle, actually, technically. It was the puzzle to open the door to get in. It was pretty stupid. But the problem was, like, I just turned the wrong way, and it just didn't activate the thing, and I was just like, I don't get it. So I went back, and I was like, maybe I'm missing something. So I started playing, like, the rest of
Good to have
the
you with
main
us,
game,
Commander.
and it's
We
like,
need to
no,
take
that
control of
has
this location.
nothing to do with it. Yes, exactly. School for the gifted.
Go, go, go!
Enemy support has arrived. Firefight in progress at Echo. Reinforcements have arrived.
I mean, it was great, because, like, when I figured out what to do for, the one puzzle, so I figured out how to solve the one puzzle, to find the location. I was sitting there, I'm like,
Command has called in backup.
I'm too late, so I'm gonna have to wait until the next cycle. And then I was like, no I don't, I'm a trig teacher, I can do this.
Delta has been captured.
So I, like, estimated where it was going to be, and I waited until
Reinforcements are touching down.
it had the same sign value.
Bravo is online. Enemy forces inbound. Foxtrot signal is online.
I waited until it had the same angular value that I wanted to get, like, coming across. And then I just aimed straight across.
Bravo is being tested by the enemy.
Yeah.
Enemy
Haha.
support has arrived.
Mine.
Chalk up Echo for us. Reinforcements inbound.
I might be bleeding. It doesn't matter.
Alpha is now online. Foxtrot is ours. The enemy is falling back. Keep the pressure up. We've claimed Bravo.
Yay.
Enemy command has called in backup.
Oh, wait,
Delta
wait.
is now online.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good.
Alpha point secured. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Bravo is online.
That's not good. Oh no, I'm out. 0 ammo. And 11%, 10% battery. This is fine.
Enemy support has arrived. Reinforcements inbound.
Where is the charger? Up there.
We've claimed Bravo. Foxtrot signal is online.
Oi.
Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Enemy command has called in backup.
Delta. There's a guy right there. Down below, so he can't find me, but nonetheless.
But reinforcements have arrived.
Ooh. Oh, hi.
Enemy support has arrived. Delta has been captured. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Alpha is now online. Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot.
Yep.
Reinforcements are touching down. Foxtrot taken by the enemy.
Uh-oh.
Charlie has come online. Enemy support has arrived.
Hold him back, guys.
Shields down. Alpha point secured. Bravo is online.
Terrible idea. Terrible idea.
Reinforcements inbound. Enemy forces inbound.
Come on. Man, what is going on here?
Bravo. Reinforcements are touching down.
Jesus, what
Delta
is
now
going on?
online.
It's absolute nonsense. Okay. Okay.
Echo has lit up. Enemy support has arrived.
I hate it when it does this. I don't remember exactly what the problem is, but like
Reinforcements inbound.
I'm not actually touching the ground technically. Yep. Okay. Now I'm gonna get stuck.
Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. captured. Enemy command has called in backup. Talk up Echo for us. Foxtrot signal is online. Reinforcements have arrived. Delta is now online. Enemy forces inbound.
Okay, so if I just stay in lock, then I should be fine. Forever. Can't change anything.
Delta has been captured. Alpha is now online. Enemy command has called in backup.
Suit battery low.
Reinforcements have arrived. The enemy reinforcements are depleted, but the last target's down. Target's down. Reinforcements are touching down.
Yeah, about that.
Only one enemy remains. Take them out. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Area secure. All targets down. Great job. You can cash in your bombs
Yeah,
at our
so
port.
my body got kind of dislocated from the rest of me. Yep. Help. Oh dear. That was definitely not supposed to happen. This is fine.
Extraction request sent.
Oh, it is definitely cursed, yes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's see. We might have one more at this one, and then there's one more at the really far one. And by really far, I mean it's 2,000 light year or light seconds, so it's gonna take maybe like 3 or 4 minutes to get there instead of 1. The cruising itself doesn't actually take that long. It's usually the like acceleration and deceleration at either end that take almost all the time. Which, I mean, it's kind of realistic. Alright, let's see. We appear to be whole again. It's usually a per instance thing, so, you know, as long as we don't end up going back to the exact same... Yeah. As long as we don't end up doing the exact same thing, whatever it was that we did. Sikwa Paschik Pazishnik Hydroponics.
You're confirmed for deployment. Give him hell, soldier.
Welcome aboard.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
William Paul, good evening and welcome. My name is Obi-Wan Pez. This is N Simplex Pachinko. I am currently in a Frontline Solutions Vulture. So I am not the one who is flying this. That is entirely the corporation. So I have rented my services to Boop Brigade, which is our squadron. And we are 294 members, although I don't know how many are actually active. And we are currently embroiled in a war in LHS 1442. We are trying to get our corporation, or our faction, to end up down... Where is it? Bookmark. Interesting. We are trying to get down to... That's really weird. Really? Have I never been there? That's not possible. Huh. Okay.
Orbital flight engaged.
We were trying to get to Zero's Rest, which is a settlement that is dedicated to Psyche's kitten who passed a few years ago. So they, the FDev asked if Psyche had any particular preference, if she would want a if she would want a settlement named after someone or something, and she said yes, absolutely. It, you know, gave them the whole story, and they added a settlement called Zero's Rest. Her kitten's name was Zero, to the game, and also gave her a laser etched crystal, glass box that had the settlement outline and Zero's Rest and the incorporation date at the bottom. So it was really a just absolute wonderful little thing. They also gave other streamers who had been, promoting FDev and particularly Elite Dangerous their own settlements as well. So Malik VR has Pareko Science Institute or something like that, and Bugnagus and several other streamers have their own settlements stuck around all over the place. You may not notice, that you're at one of them unless you actually knew that they had a settlement and that was it, or what their corporation's name was. So we are currently pushing our faction to try to expand our space down to Zero's Rest and claim that settlement. Make our faction have those two locations. So our original home is in Zhi, and our future home is going to be in the system where Zero's Rest is. I can't remember for the life of me what the system's name is, but it's out there. And there are some other player factions in between, so they can have those systems. We don't really care. We just want to have those two systems. And right now we're just having some problems here. So we're not dropping out. Yeah, well, welcome to Elite Dangerous. Hope you're having a lovely time, Commander. Alright, I don't think we're dropping out of warp. Oh. No. Alright. We're going to exit the main menu. And then pop back in, and hopefully it's just going to be a quick... and this is the Mamba. Named number 5, of course. Zero times the integral. Hey, there we go. Yep. Mamba. So M-A-M-B-A is a type of snake. I think everybody who owns a Mamba has called it number 5 at some point, because you just have to, especially if you're growing up in the 90s like me. Ah, okay. Yep, no, I got you. Yep, cosine of the third is fun. For some definition of fun. Alright, here we go. So we're dropping into a medium level hot zone, which is where our faction is fighting a rival faction for control of the system and control of the settlement. So I can't see shit. Lovely. We're at Alpha. I know where this is. Okay. Oh no. I'm not part of the crew. I can't capture. Shoot. Alright, who we got? What faction are you from? Oh no. I don't know what faction they're from. This is awful. Stop moving. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, stop moving. Seriously? Did that not do it? Boo. Great. I don't even know who's what faction. Sucks. This would be a lot easier. Alright, where are we? Contacts. Hey, here we go. Target. Can we do that? Carmelo. Carmelo Griffin is Pickham. Okay. There we go.
Time to put Alpha Point secured.
Hi.
Enemy reinforcements are coming in hot.
Hmm.
Bravo is
Yeah, well.
online.
There you go. So yeah, that's a thing.
Enemy command has called in backup. Delta has been captured. Keep it up. The enemy is on the back foot. Charlie has come online.
Yeah.
Foxtrot is ours. Enemy ship has been destroyed. Don't let up, team. Alpha is now
Nice.
online. We've claimed Bravo. Delta is now online. Enemy forces
Pen center. How you doing? Yeah, cheeky hello because I was paying attention somewhere else.
Charlie was secured. Alpha Point secured. We've got the advantage. Keep going.
Oh no, I'm not gonna make Delta. Screw that.
Bravo is online.
There we go.
Delta is in enemy hands. Reinforcements are touching down. Charlie has come online.
Ooh. Don't you do that to me. Alright, looked like it was starting to clip again. Ah, okay, I was just hitting the thingy right there. That's fine. Get Charlie. Come on, guys.
Enemy
Jeez.
reinforcements are coming in hot. Reinforcements inbound. Enemy has claimed Charlie.
God. It's like they're not even trying.
We've claimed Bravo.
Suit recharging.
Echo has lit up.
Suit fully charged.
Foxtrot signal is online.
Alright, Echo. Meanwhile, we got rockets zipping past my head. That's fine.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh my god, get Foxtrot, please.
Enemy support has arrived. Foxtrot taken by the enemy. Charlie has come online. Chalk up Echo for us. Reinforcements are ready to deploy. Bravo is online.
Whoop. That's maybe a bad idea.
Shields offline.
It's fine. It's fine.
Keep going.
I'm just gonna snipe from up here. It's fine. Snipe with my submachine gun. This is not the intended solution, but you know what? It works.
Fully charged.
I'm sure we're all familiar with that.
Charlie was secured.
Alright, good.
Delta is now online.
Guys, please, come here.
Enemy command is calling in backup.
Come here.
We've claimed Bravo. Reinforcements are ready to deploy.
There we
Charlie
go.
has come online.
Ah.
Enemy
Damn it.
forces inbound.
That's a ship. Excuse me.
Reinforcements inbound. Delta has been captured. Alpha is now online.
That's such a long way away.
Charlie was secured. Only a few more enemies left. Wipe them out. Echo has lit up.
Oh, good.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oop. Four guys left. Where are they?
Reinforcements are ready to deploy.
Suit recharging.
They're there. There we go.
Solid victory. Head back to base for your reward.
Alright. I think that's probably good enough for Elite. Oh no. I don't have a ride back. That's so ridiculous. Alright, cool. So we go like this. We pause up here, and we say we're going to go to take an Apex shuttle, local booking, God, to Lawson, right? No, not Lawson. Nope. There we go. Polyakov Depot. That's fine. 100 credits. 100 credits with no hazard pay. To carry an outlaw like me. Not outlaw, I guess, but cool.
The shuttle is moving to your location.
Oh boy. Oversized dung. Well, you know, as it turns out, your name is very fitting. So we're gonna have to ban you. Ta-da! Do spam and scams. We'll call it spam for today. No, wait.
Your shuttle has arrived.
Boop. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Collapse. Okay. Next question. Where's the shuttle? Because I wasn't paying any attention. Alright, it's on the radar. 300 meters. That's weird. It's not counting down. That seems also bad. Da, da. Storage conflicts. Okay, I think I picked up a couple extra grenades or something, so it was like, no, you can't carry those. Alright, and the Apex Interstellar is the... Oh... Adder. There we go. The Adder is a good ship for flying around and stuff. Pretty decent for combat, but it's really small. And so you can get knocked around pretty hard. Alright, so after we cash in, I think we're going to take a 2-minute break, go cycle some water, and I want to start. I don't know. How's what are we gonna do? So I was thinking either we could start an FF7 original, not the remake, but the original Shinra Employee of the Month, where basically everybody has a certain role that they have to play, and you can only use certain materia. Or we could start a modded Skyrim run. Probably wouldn't be getting very far into it, but we can do character creation. Because goodness knows that's going to take forever. I'm not as bad as some other people. Life on the other side of the border, as in the US? Yeah, pretty decent. Got back to school, had this week after spring break. Everybody was a little bit re-energized. Had a couple of more people withdraw from classes at the last possible minute.
We're approaching our destination. Passengers inbound with Apex 618. Got a landing pad for me. We're just coming into land now. Have a nice day.
Make sure you give 5 stars to your driver. Pretty much. Alright, let's see how much we get. And we did 1 high and a whole bunch of medium and lows. I think 8 total. Let's just look at it real quick. Count them up. So, we got, this is not ours, this is partnership with LHS 1442. Boop has 1 medium, 1 low, 2 low, 1 high, 2 medium, 3 medium. Alright, so 3 medium, 2 low, and 1 high. And with that,
There are conflicts all over the system, earned in blood and paid for in full.
13.0 million. So, not too bad for a payday. You can see my balance up there is 1.3 billion, so, you know, it's fine.
You need anything else? Remember, there's always a fight somewhere.
Been playing this a while, but not that long compared to some other people. Alright, I don't have any ships docked here because I am technically hostile to the faction that is here, or I'm unfriendly to the faction that's here. And if I were to take off, they could potentially shoot at me. Alright, what do we got for suits? These are all level 1, so that's out. Weapons, on the other hand, we got a 2 for an oppressor is a shotgun? Rifle. Ah, automatic. So I think I have grade 3 and everything anyway, but just to check, right? Oop. And a 2 for a tormentor, but we already have a 3, so that's fine. Alright, tormentor, we got a 3. Yep. Executioner is the sniper rifle. Oppressor. Yeah, it's just a 2 already, so.
Is that everything? I'll be here if you change your mind.
Okay. So, let's go and sit on the main screen. If this dumps me for whatever reason, I'm terribly sorry, and I'll restart stream as soon as I can. But I'll be back in, like, I don't know, 3 minutes? We'll run a 3-minute ad here. So, be right back.